All right, you're good.
So ready? Okay. So good morning, everyone. Uh, does anyone know about Delta? Anyone here about Delta? By the way, it's not the games from Black Ops or not from like Company of Heroes. It's a geographical Delta. Okay, let me explain. Delta means, let's say all this place all around you is the mountain or hilly area, high place, and where I'm standing now is a bit downhill. So that place is called delta in geographically. So what happens when rains, when there's rain, when there's flood, what will happen? All the water, the topsoil, stay here. That is delta. And that is my country. So if we look into this map, we'll see like all the mountains. These are like hilly area. It's like elevated area. And this is my country. So during the rainy season, all the top soils from all around the area is accumulated there. And if you see the down, you can see the Bay of Bengal. And from there, from the satellite picture, we can see the silt, how the topsoils are accumulating here, and then from this line. So the benefit is like very fertile. And I remember when I was kid, like 6 years old, like 20 or 30 years ago, I remember watching television, our government, teaching our farmers how to use fertilizer, how to use pesticide. Because just 30 years from now, these elements are completely unknown in our country. Our land is so much fertile, we never use fertilizer for that. So this is our land. I came from this place. However, by the way, and if you want to know where is that country is, that is world map, and you know this is US, so that's my country. And just to give you a perspective, our country is as big as Iowa that I came from, maybe half of the Louisiana. That's my country, but very fertile land. And for this, there's a price tag. Nothing is free. We're having this fertile land. We have to give that price. And here's the price. So by the way, so all we can see is the people, but we're not pretty sure about what it's about. Do you have any idea what is that? Some people, we can see lots of people, right?
Train
So,
station.
Train station, yeah. So let's move a bit right and see.
Wow.
So let's just look back again. People here, actually they are on the roof of the train. And by the way, this train is still here, but in reality, this train moves on the track. And people make their journey like this. Now imagine if a journey to home is like that, challenging, how challenging it will be to become a professional, to be successful in academic or in other field. Same, right? Or even more competitive. And we have to take risks, we have to be that much confident. The people who are sitting there, they will not fall down, they know. They are that much confident, they are that much trained. This is how we grew up in our place. Because small country, so many people, for thousands of years, people just being there, and we have so many population. We have 170 million people in the size of the land that is equal to Iowa. And if you need that density, you have to bring all the people from the US and cut the US in half and put it not that actually. If you bring almost all the people in Iowa, then you get our density. So whatever. So that's the place I came from. And today I will share 3 points that I've learned from my life. That is my learning. These are my lessons. So I will talk about that. And number 1 is obstacle is the way. There's a famous book written by Ryan Holiday, Obstacle is the Way. He says sometimes obstacle teach us to do something better. For me, obstacle is the way sometimes. I mean, the place I belong to, the place I brought up, it always pushed me to a different level of challenges. I mean, if everything was easy, maybe I'd not come here today. So that was very important for me. Like obstacles, always throw some challenges in our life, and if we can overcome those challenges, it makes us strong. It makes us competent for other part of the world. So that's number one lesson, and that is my first lesson for my life. So second question, what I'm doing here? Very easy question and very easy answer. I'm doing PhD in higher education, and also I'm the graduate residence director for Edward Gay community, apartment community. It's very easy to answer, but 6 months from now, it was not easy. It was really hard question for me. The question was, why you want to do PhD in higher education? Because I used to do different thing. What I used to do? I used to do architecture and interior design. So I studied for 5 years, my undergrad, and then I practiced for 7 years, that's 12 years, and then I did my master's in architecture, that's 14 years. And now, every time I face an interview, admission committee, the first question was that, we're spending 14 years in architecture, why you are interested in higher education? So that was really tough questions. Before getting to that barrier, like crossing that barrier, I don't even get to the next question. I have to be very, I must have very strong answer for that. So I explained what I used to do. I used to do interior design for corporate office and residential buildings, and I did pretty well. These images here actually was published in artdaily.com. Just to give you a perspective, artdaily.com is synonym. It's like similar to Chronicles of Higher Education. So everyone, all the architects, they know. And while living in a third world country, my projects were published in artdaily.com. These are one of the examples. So what happened while I was doing this? I got the award, and I used to get the fair compensation for this. Actually, not fair, very high compensation for this kind of sophisticated work. However, what I found 3 years or 5 years after completion of the project, when I go back, it's not like that. It's completely changed. Something like, imagine you bought a painting, expensive painting, or you draw a painting, you sold to someone. 5 years after that, you back to that house to see your painting, and you found someone do editing. They put staples, they put sticky notes. Some of them draw with the crayons. How you feel? That's what I explored. And I thought, okay, it may be different case. It may be happen only for one project. But each and every project I have done, it happens same. People customize their places. The artwork I have done, it has no values. So what I discovered over the time, that my artwork ends within 3 to 4 years, and the monetary gain I had is also consumed, so nothing is left. Then I feel void what I'm doing. And then here comes my second lesson, that is what I left for the world, or for myself, or for what kind of story I'm leaving behind for my child, for my grandchildren. And then I found a man's search for meaning is important. So I started to work with adult education, adult learning, beyond my full-time job, full-time business. That's my hobby. In weekend, instead of going here and there, I used to join like training session, and then I started to volunteer in some training sessions. And then I found like, okay, I found the meaning of my life. And I'm getting answer for my why. And the answer is getting bigger. But my why is getting bigger. And that's bigger why helping me to find the bigger how. So that's my second lesson. Like, the man's search for meaning is really, really important. By the way, I get this sentence from famous writer Viktor Frankl, And I mean, there are different ideologies. Like according to Karl Marx, he said like the man's motivation is his economic condition, and Freud said the desire, man's desire is his motivation for life. But Viktor Frankl said man's search for meaning is the main motivating factor, and I agree with this opinion. So that's my second realization. Number 3. Let's have a break. Enough heavyweight discussion. Let's have a break, and let's find or spot some red and green color around us. You can look into your right, you can look into your left, you can look into up, down, outside. Let's find some red colors and green colors.
Red shirt.
Red shirt. What else?
Red sign.
Red sign.
Green grass. Green trees.
Green trees, green grass. Did you realize before asking this question, you didn't notice that red color? It was there before.
Right. Didn't pay attention.
Yeah, but you didn't pay attention. Even there's a beautiful green grass over there, well trimmed landscape, bright sunny day. It will not be like this 3 months from now. And in Iowa, after 3 months, it's not like that where I came from. So what does it mean? It means actually it was there. We didn't notice that much until we look for it. Whether it's green or red, any color, it's always there. So the positivity and the negativity is always around us. And we only find when we look for it. If we look for it, if we look for negativity like the red, we'll only look for this. We'll only find those. And if we look for the positive aspect like the greens, is also there. We have to look for the positivity. And once we look for the positivity, we'll find positivity and the positive things will happen to our life. And in that case, what will happen? Like, what about our stories? I start with that challenging journey, like people riding on the train track. But still, some people, they just look into the positive aspects. Yes, challenges are there, and they can make it. So that's my learning. We're always bigger than our stories. And being positive is a choice. That's my lesson, and I choose to be positive. So these are the three lessons from my life. Number 1, obstacle is the way. Sometimes we can harvest our obstacle. A man search for meaning. It's important. The bigger the why, the easier the how. And finally, we are bigger than our stories. Positivity is a choice. Thank you for having me.